Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Nope. Wait. Am I coming through? Okay, awesome. I just had to unplug my headset and plug it back in. So yeah, we're doing Breath of the Wild today. Super excited about playing through this game again. Probably the game, I think, more than anything that got me to buy, that made me want to buy the Switch. Sammy obviously gave me the push I needed to get it back in 2017, but this is the game that was the one I wanted.
Slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
So I think the plan with this is to do as much stuff as possible. I don't have the I'm still on a Switch OLED, so I don't have like the memories thing that's on the Switch 2, but that'll be okay. We'll make it work. I did tell Sammy that my plan is when I get off the Great Plateau, I'm immediately going to go towards Ganon, just to see if I can do it. Oops. Pants. And then if I, ultimately when I get cleaned out by Ganon, I'll
Hold the Sheikah slate up
start
to the
going
pedestal.
through everything.
That will show you the way. Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
I look like a homeless guy right now, so... Okay. Yeah, one of my favorite opening panels for a game on the Switch, I think. Yeah, so cool. Love it. And for this game to be, what is it, 8 years old? Almost 9? It still looks really good. grab me a tree branch. I'll need something to hit with. Gonna go ahead and gather some materials. I'm not gonna pick up. That would be my wonderful wife made the kitty for me. My wife does all of my art for me. Yep, that would be you, love. And I'm just gonna shove that down the hill. Couldn't remember if there was guys down there or not. Yeah, my wife does all my art for me. I'm a cat guy, so, you know. Gotta have... Nope, nope, nope. Get back up there. No, I need you to look. Link. Come on, bud. There we go. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to this place? Where are we? Answering questions with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. Okay. Neat. Like I don't know the story.
Oh.
That temple there, long ago, was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I shall be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of service. Okay, I'm stealing your apple. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Sure I can. I'm Link. Have you met me? Forgive me. I cannot resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. Neat. Okay. Also, gonna grab this axe. Yeah, I remembered when I was playing...
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Okay. Cool. Right over there. I remembered playing Tears of the Kingdom that I need to make sure to stock up on materials for food. I struggled for a bit while I was playing Tears of the Kingdom because I couldn't have enough food. Mountain. Go ahead and gather some wood. I'm going to need that here in a bit. Okay, let's head to the tower here in a second. I'm going to go over and ruin some guy's day. Neat. Okay. I can pick up some clubs. Save my axe for a bit. Go over here and get my first bow. There we go, some arrows. It's much helpful. There we go. I got some stuff stocked up for a little bit. Okay, got a shield. Oh. Yeah, I didn't mean to whistle. It's fine. So yeah, this will be our Saturday stream for a while. And our first map segment. Awesome. Yeah, so I was saying this will be our Saturday stream for a while. This game has a lot to do, so keep me busy for a few Saturdays, to say the least.
been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
That is not how I wanted to do that. That's more like it. But now it just takes too long. Let's just run down.
Ho!
I'm not. My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. You don't mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop the tower? Well now, a voice you say. Did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? Nope. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I soon we caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching.
Oh.
I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Okay. Come, let me show you something. You see that structure there, the one shining with a strange light? It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. Fair exchange, I believe. Okay, Ghost Dad, whatever you say. So let's get the tutorial done. Like I said, I'm going to take one run at Ganon right at the beginning. I don't think I'm versed enough in how the game works at the moment to do that, but I'm going to try it anyways. Where are you going? Okay. Opens, we go teleport, go down to the shrine. Nice. That'll be helpful having those already set up to go, because you're not having to cut it. Yeah, it's tough sometimes to balance all the different things that we're trying to do all at once. And thank you for that, love. I could have probably done that. I just kind of forgot myself. Hey, Stacy. Treasure chest. Why would the treasure chest in here? I don't remember if there's a bonus treasure chest in here or not. There we go. Yeah, I gotta remember. There we go. Easy enough. I think there is two. I can always come back in here before I head out. This guy looks like me when I first wake up and haven't had any water yet. Ah, a gift. It is a gift to the enemies of Mordor. Wait. Wrong area, sorry. I mean, Link can take more than 3 arrows, so... The warrior than Boromir. You two stop it. Dadgummit.
Ho!
Yeah, I'm not. Think you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. Clairvoyance. Or perhaps just something simple. As one gets older, it can become difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that's not true for everyone. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of this shrine. It's all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. Quite some time since I've seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across this land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasures from each of those shrines, and I will give you the paraglider. I said treasure, but I never said there would only be one treasure. Yep, my YouTube link. We'll see if yours pops up here in about 30 minutes. I said treasure, but I never said there would only be one treasure. I think I already read that. Whether it's 1 treasure or 4, what's the difference for a young go-getter like yourself? Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of the tower again? I admire your eagerness, but allow me to teach you something else before you go. Take a look at your map on the map on your Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. Travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. I mean, maybe? Well, crud. Okay, I'll go back down to the shrine in a minute before I go any further. We are already 30 minutes in. I'm surprised it took you so long to catch up with an old man like me. Did you leave an old man his secrets? Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. Do you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it. You can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. Pins on your map serve as a reference point for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. Got it. You feel inclined to do so. Can't quite see the one over here. Yeah, there we go. I know where all the shrines are. Okay, that's fine. Back down here, because there is a chest. And we got the first ad. I'm going to run that. We'll be back on the other side with some more of this run. I'm going to keep going while the ad's running, obviously. Okay, that one doesn't break. Ah, I hit the wrong button. Some more arrows. See, I think I can go ahead and clear these guys out and get whatever they have. A little off. Uh-oh. So, about taking on Ganon immediately, I don't know that that's necessarily the play. I might do that at some point when I don't get killed by a blue bokoblin. Had I made it off the plateau without dying, I probably would have gone and done it. That's what I was originally trying to do. There goes that guy. There we go. No problem. First try. Ah, food sorted in a different spot. Okay. Always forget. There we go. Some apples. That wasn't so bad. Had I not missed the torch on that first shot, I wouldn't have died just now, so... Yeah, have fun with that, but I just shouldn't have shot their nest. Can't believe that guy would come in and shoot that bee nest. No, why would I do something like that? I mean, the bees didn't attack me, so it couldn't have been me that shot their nest. Desolate Plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. And today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. This recipe not only restores health, but also keeps me warm even when traveling in the snowy mountains. This system on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy doublet. Do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is catching up to me. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I have only my own knowledge and memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish will ever be fulfilled. Gotta go kill a boar or a deer. Let's go ahead and jump back to the Shrine of Resurrection. Yeah, Peanut and Liddy are laying in here in the window. We had a slappy hissy fight earlier. It didn't surprise me either. Everybody's always fighting over the window in here. Need an animal of some kind. Try to get some fireflies. And a lizard. Pokemon, that's what I thought. Oh, that's helpful. Okay, there's the meat I need. Get the warm doublet. Yeah. Again, not what I meant to do. Let's see, I want to drop one of these books. Okay, let's head back to the old man's house. I'll probably have to wait until tomorrow evening to be able to give him the food. There we go. If he's still sitting outside, I can give him his food. Yeah, that'll work. Ah, he went to sleep. Nerd. Wake up. You're a ghost. You don't need sleep. That's fine, I guess. I'll, bird drumsticks. Let's see, I need to drop these Bokoblin arms. Warrock leaf. Link, the human lawnmower. This body of mine isn't what it used to be. Recovering from a bout of hard work takes a while. If you're hungry, I have an empty pot. You can use to cook yourself a meal. I cooked something. Wait, is that? That looks just like my signature perfect dish, spicy meat and seafood fry. But how did you... Well, I suppose that is not important. Can I trouble you to share the recipe? Ah, of course, Hyrule Baths. How could I have forgotten? Well done. Now please allow me to reward your culinary efforts with this warm doublet. Culinary efforts is probably the actual word there.
Oh.
My first chunk of new armor. So warm and cozy. There we go. Another monster camp cleared. Now I don't know if I'm clearing every single monster camp as part of my do everything possible. Seared steak. Seared steak. Throwing spear. Da 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 da. Jerks. Now I wish I'd shot you the first time. Ooh, bomb arrows. Okay, let me go back up to the old man's house and get his backup axe. Man, when I see some pots, they are just not allowed to live. There it is. Apples and arrows. So I have room for this throwing spear now. Okay. Now that it's taken me 30 minutes to get to the second shrine. Sammy, I think we have food ready. I think I'm going to go ahead and do 3 hours today. think I need 30 or 40 restless crickets in Hateno. So ooh, an acorn. I actually don't need a second Korok leaf. Not need. Dang it. I didn't get the cricket. It's too slow. Okay, got the next set of ads coming up. I'm going to run those. We'll be back in just a few minutes. I can't believe I pulled that off on the first try. I was pretty sure I was dead just then. Figured I'd go ahead and practice now when the stakes are a little lower. Oh, sorry, cricket. Okay, that time I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to get it. And I swung too early that time. I mean, I have to re-kill the first one. Dang it. There we go. Ah, yeah. Nintendo Switch shirt. Uh-oh. Cheese it! Link, you idiot! There we go. Shrine opens. We go in. I think the bombs are the main thing I miss on Tears of the Kingdom. Like, in general, I prefer the powers in Tears of the Kingdom, but I wish I had the bombs. Well, that was a bad throw. Oh, and Rivali's Gale for sure, yeah. That went exactly the way I planned it. Yep. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do this evening when I'm done streaming. Play me some more Civilization. Yep, that is the plan. If we have any more videos, we might watch those, but... That didn't quite get them. Okay, yeah, that took care of that. Thank you very much. So we're gonna move on to the next shrine. It shouldn't take me 30 minutes to get to the next one unless I just get fully distracted. And now I don't have to worry about getting... Yeah, it has been known to happen. I don't have to worry about getting blasted coming out here right now. Need all this ancient stuff so I can get some better stuff later. Let's see, the path up is behind the Temple of Time. Definitely not that way. Hey, it hit both of our YouTube channels at the same time. That's useful. Okay, I think I'm going to do the one all the way at the top. That one's usually the hardest one for me to get to. I usually die in the river at least once. Come here, lizard. Switch to something else. And let's head up. Ooh, peppers. So I do usually die because I come up the other way and like try to... No, this is what gets me. Okay, okay, I want this to go... Then it'll catch there. didn't realize all this wood was sitting here. Or I didn't remember. One of the two. Okay. Shoot. Okay. There we go. I actually made it across there first try this time. Yeah, this is the way I've gone since the first time I played, and I usually die right there, and I didn't this time, so I'm pretty surprised, actually. I'm honestly surprised I pulled it off just now. Let's keep crunching our way up the hill. I remember the first time I played, the second I could leave the plateau, spear. Yeah, the first time I left the Great Plateau, I immediately went to the Gerudo Desert to try to go that way. It was not my best idea. I learned pretty early on that if you're going to do the desert, you need at least a couple of more hearts and more stamina to even have a chance in some of those places. Sure. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, that's enough. Definitely an upgrade over the Boko Spear. Yeah, lunch was actually at a decent time today, so we didn't have it at 3 o'clock. So I also don't think I'm doing all of the Korok seeds. I'm gonna do enough to get all the upgrades. I just realized that was something I should probably clarify, because I'm not just completely insane. Oh crap. Oof. It's safer just to fast travel up there. I usually do. I'm surprised I didn't there. Usually what happens to me is I'll miss the jump and end up underneath the ice block and can't get out in time. I'm assuming that's for your love, Nikki. I was like, cool. I thought you were saying that I was pure and A rank and all that stuff. Okay, let's go get the last shrine. Okay, mountain. Yeah, I could probably go for one too, even though it's 5:30. Yep. It's fine. It's Saturday. It's all good. We're not mature and responsible adults on Saturday anyways.
Oh.
Oh, I found that one. Ah. I think Urbosa and yeah. So I can see two of the divine beasts from here. Hmm. There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. We can take a break.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my break here in just a couple minutes.
I'm standing in the kitchen with me and Kitty.
Yeah.
Tuna? You ever dinner? Just a little wide out.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, little guy. Come on, Nettie. You came and got your brother.
Plateau.
Come on, honey. Come on, let's go. We're going to get dinner. Come on, peanut butter.
Okay. About to have some ads. I'm gonna take a quick break as soon as I get down the slide of this mountain, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, we're back. Let's sort all of this stuff. Let's go in and do this shrine. Coffee. Okay, let's get stasis. Stasis is fun. I like being able to warp through ceilings and stuff, though. I mean, who knew getting smashed in the head with a giant rock would kill you? Ah, you. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay. There we go. My controller has a little bit of travel at the moment. I don't know that that was necessary, but, you know.
Oh!
With this, you've now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Extraordinary. That means it is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. First. Imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait. Understand. Where 2 lines connecting the shrines would cross. There, I will be waiting. Alright, alright. Will you two stop it? Troopa and Liddy. Yeah. About the strongest weapon in the game. Ah, this way. Pants. Look like a proper adventurer now. Try to upgrade my equipment wherever I can. Part container. Now I'm ready to take on Ganon. I actually forgot this ladder was here until... Okay. Alright. Calm down in there. That was a timing accident.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rhombospheramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think
It's all
you
good,
are
Dad.
now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics,
They were actually
the
talking
divine
about the secret
beasts,
stones.
were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated
Yes,
throughout
but
the land.
I think that's sort of what they were talking about, was getting the secret stone.
We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, bravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
She's just always interfering with Ganon's plans.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda.
Ha!
And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point.
No, it's fine.
I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
You say so, Dad. Go on, here's the paraglider, just as I promised. See, I don't need eagles, I am my own eagle. That you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. That's it. Told you everything I can. I don't feel so good, Mr. Link. Oh, heck. Inventory. For like half a second, I forgot what I was doing. No, it's fine. It's fine. I've got this. Look, I mean, there's a good chance I die before I even get all the way to the castle, so... Oh yeah, I should probably do that. I'll save here. Because I haven't saved the entire time. I've been relying on autosaves, which on this game are much more reliable. I don't jump off right there. That's a dumb spot. Jerk. Ha! If you think I was in the slightest danger, you need to have your eyes checked. But I like your style. Here you go. Ooh, mushrooms. I'll get them next time for sure. What about you, bud? You got anything for me? I think Hallie and Mina is safe. I knew it wasn't smart to go treasure hunting in these parts. Yeah. Litton, stop it. There we go. I was running around with Majora's Mask on. Bless you. I'm sure it did. It sounded very painful. Nice try, game. And I think at the very least I'm going to go poke around the castle and get some good stuff. I think that's fair. Okay, Sammy, which is worse, Gloom Hands or the Guardians? Okay, that's fair. Uh-oh. Huh. There we go. Okay, we've got the next ad coming up. It'll start here in just a couple minutes. I missed the opportunity to hit the button to get it started. Ooh, ancient giant core. Yeah, totally ready for Ganon. Let's go. Oh, ye of little faith. That's why that sneeze hurt so bad. Because you got swelling in your brain. That's why when I sneeze it hurts so bad. Get in the cover of some trees. Not now, Korok. I don't have time for your nonsense. I'm gonna try to get that star piece. Okay, that's the end of the... Let's try that again. It's the end of the Bokoblin moves. Okay, the real question is, do I have the stamina to get up this wall? I do. Okay. That's helpful. That star fragment is over there. Uh-oh. It is very unfortunate. I don't think that star fragment's gonna stay. Man, it was almost there too. Okay. Actually, hold on. I want to see. Don't use the phrase poke your nose into a lot of places. Well, luckily I'm a hand grenade. That's why I blew up just now. Yeah, the fact that Korok just said, don't be afraid to poke your nose into places as he was handing me a piece of poop. That's truly wild. Ow. So I actually think I'm just heading to the castle to see if I can maybe get the Hylian... No, 'cause I have to fight that big Stallnox, don't I? Ugh. I struggle with that fight when I have stuff. Oh, somebody's playing some Legends ZA. That makes sense. Do you want the DLC? Okay. Well, I'm going to still try to go to the castle. I'm trying to get some of the weapons and stuff from in there. Because I know my damage output isn't going to be good enough. Real quick, while I'm thinking about it, let me drop Boko. They're out of my inventory. Hey, there's your YouTube channel again. Oh, why is there 3 of them? Let's keep heading to the castle. I want some better weapons. Just to kind of make things a little easier. Ooh, hardy radish, that's helpful. That hardy radish alone made coming over here worth it. Uh-oh. Okay. Just a little too early on that one. Oh, cool, it saved right here, so it means I still have the hardy radish and stuff. Oh, yeah, he's easy. Uh-oh. There we go. that is something I'm very inconsistent on, so I'm gonna practice as much as I can. So this is kind of good, good practice, if nothing else. The eyeball, I think, is on the other side. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. The Guardians are lucky I don't have ancient arrows already. Oh shoot! How did that one not kill you? Brother. My brother in Hylia, how did that not kill you? I forget, did the little gloom eyeballs respawn at a blood moon? Yeah, I don't either. Hot lid. There's one good thing. Oh, come on. That. Hot lid. Real quick, grab both of those. switch to the torch as my weapon. Don't get zapped. I think this thunderstorm is the game's way of telling me not to come to the castle. You and the game both underestimate my power. Hey. No need to be mean. Recklessness. I'll take recklessness. Is that the one that's mercy on ourselves? Ah, yeah, that one too. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit dangerous. Because my controller keeps trying to walk me places I don't want to go. Whoa, whoa, hey, how about we chill the hell out with that stuff? Fine, I got plenty of apples. It's one of the gatehouses. I'm not falling for that. I guess I am. Okay, hold on. Neat. Okay. You know nothing, Jon Snow? No, hold on. Don't be hasty. Okay, hold on. Don't need two woodcutter's axes. Now see, that alone is worth coming in here for. That one is not. Excuse me, sir. There you go. Oh. My stamina. What's up, laddie? See, I'm already in better shape than I was when I got here, so... the eyeball's on the other side of this one. See if I can go down this way. Gotta wait out the rains down in Africa. What's in here? Chumpacles the Mighty. Oh, that was almost really good. I do like the shot of the guy blowing up in the background as I died. Okay, kept the claymore. The guard boots. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Okay. And also, since I'm not being pursued by the Zolfos, I'm going to go out this way. Oh, crap. Got to change my arrows. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll shoot the guy around the corner there and then just kind of run from that guardian. Okay. Sure, I switch arrows back. Uh-oh. Okay, got the next ad coming. I'm going to keep bashing my head against this wall, and we'll be right back. Yeah, you would think. At this point, I really just want to find the rest of the Royal Guard's uniform. Oh, excuse me. Great, great. Hide in here for a second. So I can drop this traveler's bow. Man. Almost locked in there with that Lionel. Or he was almost locked in there with me. I don't really remember which way that one works. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Interest of being prepared. Drop that. Equip those. Drop a save. Yep. At this point, like, I just want to see how far I can go before I get bored and decide to actually do this the right way. Neat. No, I don't think I will. Nerd. Anything else that's worth even really going for over here? Haha. Okay, well, you know what? I have a lot of really good equipment. So I'm going to leave the area. I got a knight's bow. I got the boots of the castle guard. I couldn't figure out where else to go from there with it raining and stuff, so I now have equipment that I really shouldn't have, which is going to be helpful. Let's go back to the Great Plateau. And now let's carry on with the actual progression of things. If I could remember if the blue Lionels spit fire, which I think they do, I think they're one of the ones that do. I might have just stood up top and taken pot shots at him until he died. But I think they're fire spitters. Okay, I want to make sure that I land in a spot that makes sense. So, hey, I got Majora's Mask and I got some fancy gear. Nice boots. Where now I want to go just a little further over. And I know there's some EX chests and stuff on the walls of the Great Plateau, but I'll come back and get those later when it's not raining. Alright, you punk. I wasn't gonna do this. I need to find a slightly better one-handed weapon. Okay, Sammy, how do you want to do the tamales? Do we want to just throw them in the air fryer to warm up, or? Okay, I was gonna say if you want to go toss them in, we can eat just as soon as I'm done streaming. Okay, so I got some updates for... Nope. Now in one of these, Not my moblin arm. I've got money. I don't want to burn up my axe. I guess I'll use my claymore. Beat you to death with a mop. How's that sound? Dude. I had to make sure I still had my one Korok boot.
Hi.
What's up?
I'll get dinner started here in just a minute.
Okay.
I'm
Leveling up?
leveling up on my, what are they called?
Pokemon?
No? The ones that I've caught, so that way I can have
Your
my
living
deck,
decks?
My deck, yeah. Mama.
I didn't die as many times in the castle as I thought I was going to be completely honest. I got some good stuff out of it, so
Yeah.
I think it was worth it.
Once I got to I think I had 7 hearts before I went to the castle.
The wind guides you. Is there any reason to go back this way? No, not really. Okay. No, 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 no. Aw, man. What's up? If you put them in there on reheat for 15, that'll... Might as well. Okay, okay. I think I jumped from higher up to get that one. Okay. I'll come back in a second. There we go. Okay, go back in. Oof. Okay, that's... That's semi-worth it. I don't have a lot of good one-handed weapons at the moment. It's the only issue. But then again, it may not matter.
Ah. 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 Oh.
Okay, I'll be careful. I think another thing that I'm looking forward to playing through Tears of the Kingdom again when I finish Breath of the Wild is strapping rockets to the Koroks. Don't say that about my weapon, it's a very nice lady. Man. Go over here, goat. Nah. I do have bombs, I can go fishing. Whoa, whoa, hey, hey, how about we just settle down with that nonsense? Hey boy, you ugly. Got just a couple of minutes left. I'm going to try to get up to the top of the tower here. I think that'll be a good little stopping point. Hold this. Inventory is full, not for long. A rusty shield I can pop. There we go. There we go, we're healed up. And let's get to the top of the tower here. That'll be a perfect spot to stop. Come on. Ah, fishing at its finest. Okay, back to what I was doing. There's Korok seed I can get doing this. Isn't there? Well, I'm sure there is, but now's enough time to get distracted. Up we go. Hopefully at the top there's no tunnel, no giant spider, any of that nonsense. Especially not on this, the day of Tolkien's birth. And up we go. Shrine. There's a stable, which means a shrine. Okay, I want to thank everyone for hanging out tonight. Had a lot of fun. Hadn't played Breath of the Wild in a while. I know I was dying a lot, but that was by design. Well, not necessarily dying, but I knew I was going into a dangerous area, so I got some stuff that'll help me a fair bit along the way, so that'll be good. I'm gonna check. I'm pretty sure anybody that I would normally raid is probably offline at this point. Yeah. So just as soon as I'm done with this scan, we'll be calling it for the day. Again, I appreciate everyone who stopped by, even if you didn't stay for long, or you know, whatever, if you were just lurking. This will be a fun series for a little bit. Definitely be good to kind of keep us busy for Saturdays for the foreseeable future. Okay, the Sheikah sensor. Good. I'm glad I got that. And let me... That's the one. That will be the end of the stream. Save. And I'll be back on Monday with some more of my Legend ZA complete run. My wife, Sammy G08, will stream on Monday. She's doing Roller Coaster Tycoon. So Monday is a pretty busy day for us. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your Saturday and a great Sunday. And see everyone on Monday. Have a good one.